too.
We're back.
Hello again. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Brian Identity and the final part of our Extra Life live stream.
Woo!
Woo.
You guys have done so well.
Yeah.
You went past your goal really quickly today.
I'm blown away by the support everybody's showing. That, I mean, obviously we went way past what we expected. I think we're sitting at 785 now.
Awesome.
Yep.
Phenomenal.
Just wild. But
That's
all right,
before we wrap up our star-studded finale. So you are the studding stars, you three.
Yeah.
Studley.
I think Jero did a couple more of our raffle giveaways in the chat during the break. Congratulations to the winners. We're going to try to reach out to you through the Extra Life page, and hopefully we can get in contact with everybody and get you dice from Norse Foundry and t-shirts and stickers and all that good stuff.
Nice.
But previously, earlier tonight, and of course no time has passed, our agents of B.R.I.A.N got their mission from their esteemed leader, Garrett Burwaddle. They needed to infiltrate the Dinosaurs Dead exhibit, which was conveniently located right next to the cardboard box they were hanging out in, and find the Star Rock, which is, of course, completely different from the Star Stone and much better. It apparently the radiation it throws off creates the conditions, apparently, to allow potatoes to possess bodies and pilot them like mech suits, which is, of course, a key part of the alien invasion, at least according to Garrett.
They're the Yeerks from Animorphs.
I was not expecting to get hit with an Animorphs reference tonight.
Just now I'm imagining the brains of
There's
potato
a few
Animorph.
things I'm always good for. You know?
So after bravely getting past a disinterested teen and into the exhibit, our party found some weirdly racist tables.
Yep.
They also found a bunch of lifelike but clearly dead dinosaurs. They did some exploring and I think decided that it seems like the space rock is probably inside the tent that's inside the tent. But that one is also guarded by 3 serious-looking Executive Barbarians. So doing a little bit more exploration to try to figure out how exactly to get past these Executive Barbarians, they came across a dinosaur that came to life. An Ankylosaurus that extended a giant laser gun out of its back, and it started taking shots and slapped a nearby civilian with its powerful tail, knocking her unconscious instantly, if not outright killing her. It's not exactly clear.
Nobody checked on her.
I feel like I should, but it's a little late now.
Right.
Well, the Executive Barbarian that rushed over after you slew the Ankylosaurus robot was quick to assure you that she was fine, and apparently she said she just needed a nap, and she went over with the barbarian and just kind of flopped down behind a wooden piling. But you found, at least in that, a distraction that got one of the 3 guards away from the tent. The party's been trying to figure out how exactly to get the other 2 guards away. We had a distraction formed where the most racist of all the exhibits was simply knocked over, which did seem to partially distract one of the guards. And then we have our elven cleric, clerics, of course, known for their stealth, trying to...
It's Pathfinder. I'm trained. Come on.
Trying to invisibly sneak past the remaining undistracted guard and into the tent while the fighter pretends to know the barbarian from times long ago in order to sort of serve as an additional distraction. And that's where we are. supposed to just be a stuffed dinosaur statue or a dead dinosaur? It's unclear what this
This can only end well.
This was totally worth the 5 silver.
All right, what do we got? Let's start with... I'm so good at names. Brugergrug.
Brugergrug with a natural 18 gets a 29.
Nice.
All right, how about Nalova?
Nalova rolls a near 6, but still gets a 21.
Pretty quick. How about Edric?
19.
All right, Dagon.
11.
And Lim Richard.
14.
All right, to begin encounter, Brugergrug is up first.
All right.
Virgil Grug will begin weapon already out and make that esoteric lore check to attempt to exploit vulnerability upon this dinosaur. Oh, that's better. Depending on its DC, you can tell me whether, by level, whether that 32 is a success or a critical success.
That would be a critical success.
Nice.
Yum. Love to hear it. That means that I have such an insight with knowledge about this creature. I learn all of its resistances, weaknesses, and immunities, any deets pertaining to those as well.
Well, it is, as a robot, resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, but it does have a weakness to electricity.
Nice. All right. Well, I can exploit that mortal weakness with treating it as though I get to apply it as though I'm dealing electric, even though I'm not actually dealing electric. And sprinkling some, I don't know, zappy-doos along his sword, because I'm really good at the RP this late in the evening.
Just rubbing
some
it
pop
on
rocks
the
make-
carpet.
Yeah, rubbing some static electricity. See, you're so much better at this. Richard Grug will then make a slash with his striking sword. Oh, we're going to use that hero point.
And speaking of that hero point, we did just get an anonymous donation of $15. They said that they couldn't handle the number, not even 800, which is amazing. They did not, however, mention who they want it to go to, so I will leave that up to the GM.
All right, I'm going to roll a D2 for our two remaining guests who haven't gotten a hero point. So 1 Heath, 2 Tyler. Oh, it makes it a coin? That's fancy. Heath, you have a shiny
I
new hero
win!
point.
Nice. Woo!
I'll live forever.
Yay! Thank you, donator.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Donator,
you.
donor.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Hey, that nice round 800 feels great, you know?
Yeah.
All right, hero point reroll. How does a 28 sound?
Ooh,
That sounds like a definite hit.
And it would be off guard with this flank. I don't know. I doubt a 30 makes it a crit, but
It doesn't quite.
okay. Yeah, I had to ask legally. And then I'm just going to throw this attack on with that weakness applying on your end. 15 plus weakness, whatever.
Okay.
That's action 2. And then for his third action, he's going to just kind of curl up a bit to splay out his bone spines. It's an action called Bristle that lets me get a +1 to AC. It's like raising myself as a shield.
That's really cool.
Oh, dang.
Just are awesome. That's all 3.
All right. That'll take us to Nalova. You are still
All right,
invisible,
well.
I think.
That is true, actually. Yeah. Honestly, everybody seems to be okay at the moment. I don't have a buff spell now at the moment. I already used Bless earlier. I probably should have prepared more than one. Oh well, let's go ahead and make a ranger impression. I'll go ahead and hunt prey against this robot. My bow. And let's go ahead and use Hunted Shot. Why not? So I'll go ahead and take 2 attacks. If both hit, then they combine for the purposes of resistances and stuff like that. So at least it only applies once as opposed to each time. So strike the first. That is a 23. I don't know if that's going to do it.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, nice. And then strike the second. If it does matter. No, a 10's not going to do it. So,
Just the one hit.
Yeah, that's alright. Plus, I have emblazoned armament my bow, so it's a total of 10 points of damage.
All right.
And that's me. One arrow goes wide. Dodge that one. I'll get it later, even though it doesn't matter.
All right, and that will
First edition.
bring us to our pioneering Hadrosaurid. It feels a little bit bad that it's in melee because its mouth drops open. And you notice that as its mouth drops open and its jaw stretches out farther, that its tongue looks weirdly metallic and looks a little bit like a missile, as this is the rocket launcher, but it's in melee. So instead of launching any rockets, which would be fun, it's gonna swing its tail. It's gonna go to Brujagrug for the tail. That is a 26 to hit.
Ugh. So many cool things made it add up to a 25, but that's still enough.
Well, bad news. I did roll boxcars on the damage. You are looking at 20 damage.
Oh,
And it's gonna swing its tail around at Edric for the next one. With the map, we're looking at a 22 total.
22 misses.
Oh, nice.
That's a shame. And I think it's a robot. It's smart, and it probably knows that it can't really do much to get out of the flank, but it's still... let's see, what does it have for skills? Yeah, it's just going to take a little 5-foot step, just so it's not automatically flanked the whole time. Yeah, Edric is up.
All right.
Just didn't get tailed.
Which is great. Edric will use their first action to draw the guy's arm. And then second and third action to slam down. So for this, if I hit, I attempt a trip afterwards.
All right.
So we're looking at a 30 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
All right. So he's going to take an amount of damage. 19 damage.
Oh, good start.
Yeah, definitely. And then nat 20 on the trip.
Sounds like a prone dinosaur.
So it's a prone dinosaur, and it's so prone it took 3 points of ouch my behind damage.
Ow.
I said sit.
Oh yeah, this was definitely worth the money. That's my turn.
All right. Limricky, you're up. That dinosaur's butt hurts.
I'm sorry. It's Lim Richard to you. Lim Ricky to my friends. Let's be real. There once was a Hadrosaurid whose battle was rather torrid. But we knocked it down. It's laying on the ground. Let's beat it something horrid. So everybody is inspired within 60 feet of me. Then I'm going to use my remaining 2 actions to shoot off another telekinetic projectile. I'm going to roll a spell attack here. It's a 14. How does a 14 do, Sam?
Unfortunately, 14 is not going to hit the Hadrosaurid.
It's okay! The end of my turn.
All right. Dagon, that's going to bring you up.
All right. Dagon is going to start off by casting Fear on the creature. And so I'll need a will save.
How about... That's not the real die. Where's my die? I lost it. That is a 24.
Okay, that's a success, not a critical success. So it will be Frightened 1.
All right.
So, -1 to basically everything for a round.
Where'd they go?
It's a frightened prone dinosaur.
Nice.
And I'm going to shoot missiles.
And I'll use...
It could.
Okay.
I'll use my third action to give my familiar some actions. I'm going to move it up. But I'm not going to use its second action because I don't have anything I can do with it yet.
Swallow whole.
Swallow whole, yes.
It's gonna hold like 26
I would like
in
to
that
spend.
frog.
I'd like to spend one action to swallow whole this. What would it be? It's what's bigger than large?
Huge.
It's a huge,
huge.
creature.
Huge. Okay, yeah, huge creature from my tiny frog.
Solid move.
Jeremiah was a deep bullfrog.
You haven't noticed his third eye. He's not really a frog. He's a creature of the deeps.
It's like a flurkin.
Basically, yes.
But it's a friggin'
But that's my turn. I made it feared for you guys to be able to hit it more and it to be crappier at the things it can do.
all right,
Cue the
Gross.
JoJo beatdown meme.
Toss the wine glass over my left shoulder.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, that's my right shoulder, but you know what? It's fine. It's left for the audience.
Yeah.
If you can
There you
see
go.
it.
That's the important part.
Yeah.
Bridget Krug sees no reason to try and flank it as it's off guard enough right now. He will, for the first time tonight, use his Duelist's Challenge. So he sees it and he kind of makes, gives it a look with his Duelist dedication. And basically I get a circumstance bonus equal to the number of damage dice on it. If I hit only this creature, anyone else I'd take a penalty on. So it's pretty great on 1v1. And then I shall, so that's action 1. There it is for posterity, for the stream. And then he shall strike with his Roka sword. That's a 24 against its prone frightened AC.
24 hits.
All right. Nice.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Then this is going to include the weakness again. I'm just going to add in that challenge bonus since it's a striking weapon. So that is bad. 21 plus minus the resistance plus the weakness. Always a good time. It's got all these penalties. We'll just do a map strike. Why
it's
not?
looking
Now
quite
is the
hurt.
time. 18 with all the negatives.
Does Frighten lower AC as well?
It does.
Then that is a hit.
Phenomenal. Then here is not nearly as good. 14 plus and minus. And I didn't bristle this turn. Maybe I'll regret it. But that's
yourselves in a building made of stone, which appears to be about 4 times larger than the tent you just entered. And it looks like it's been around for quite some time, even though it's in a field where there were no buildings like a day ago. And it also looks like someone took the time to dig a C-shaped bottomless pit around a small platform in the middle of the room, where a small cluster of humanoid skeletons are arranged around a central table, seemingly reaching out for its contents, which honestly feels a little bit familiar, but it's probably nothing. Sitting upon that table, in that little central dais, is a semi-translucent purple rock that glows with a mysterious inner light. Tiny star shapes are suspended in the stone, and the light projects through their shapes, and it's sort of throwing star shadows out on the walls.
Yep, that's the Leviathan stone right there.
It's really
Yes,
pretty.
yes. Yeah, it is. It's a shame it will rot our brains out.
Right.
Should we just throw the bag at it from here? I'm kind of unclear.
That's probably not a great idea. What if it falls down the pit?
It is our only bag.
Madness is the price you pay for the knowledge of the deep. I mean, Dagon wants to approach the stone and try to take it.
Yeah, I'll hand over
Don't
the
forget
bag.
the bag.
Yeah.
Don't forget the bag.
Jeremiah, bag!
No, not Jeremiah.
I'll put it in
Actual
Jeremiah. It's not a problem.
We have an actual bag. Supposed to be a special bag, I think.
All right, give me the bag.
It sounded like flops to me, but here.
Thank you. All right, stone, come with me to the Leviathan. He goes to grab the stone.
As you reach out for the stone on this little table here, there is a flash of light and a quiet beeping sound. And then there's someone else in the room with you, standing in front of the big, elaborate stone door that's been in the back of the room the whole time. This person is clearly made of metal, but his unblinking blue eyes look biological, other than the fact that they don't blink. He twists his metal face into a mockery of a smile, and he takes a step forward. And he says, "Hello, friends. I regret to inform you that this exhibit is closed. My apologies for the inconvenience. Please exit via the door to your south, or I will be forced to harvest your eyes, fingers, and tongues for science."
I'm using all of those, though.
Here, I'll tell you what. I actually have a magical prosthetic eye that I bought. And
Okay.
And he pops it out. He's like, "You can have this eye for the stone, since you want eyes."
That will be one eye. I will require, and he counts all of you, 9 more eyes.
Oh, no, it's this eye is magic, though.
That counts for at least 3 more eyes.
Have you heard of Hammurabi? That's it.
Even if that eye counted as 3 eyes, that would still be a 6-eye deficit. I require either all of your eyes and all of your fingers and tongues, as mentioned before, or I require you to leave.
Wait, did he say fingers before?
I remember the tongues. I don't remember the fingers, but
I think you did.
Right. Did he? Sorry, I guess I got caught up on the eyes and tongues bit. That sounds terrible.
Hey, Robo, you want to fight about it?
I mean, we could just leave with the stone, it seems.
I like to
Maybe.
fight.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we came here for something, and we're gonna take it, and then we're gonna leave.
This belongs in a museum! Which, this might be.
A more reputable museum.
This
One
is
that
the
did not
most
mysteriously
reputable
appear overnight.
museum that I know of.
Yeah, I think it's the only museum you know of.
It's the only museum that I have made, perhaps. Please, if you would like to fight, I would be happy to kill all of you.
Oh, no, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Does
Let's
it?
go.
Can
I don't have
put
to
the
pray in
bag? Can I put the stone in the bag, like real quick?
Oh, yeah,
before
you
he
can
attacks
totally.
us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be taking this.
Definitely getting all my silver's worth on this one.
And the stone is
Well, they didn't stamp us for re-entry.
the stone is pretty light as you throw it into the bag. Like the bag itself is heavier than the stone. But it sounds like it's time to roll for initiative.
Great. Oh no.
Nice.
20 pieces. Oh, it's the highest roll I have.
Oof. Big-headed suckerborg.
Oh.
You have found the Suckerborg. All right. Lim Richard.
Lim Richard came through the 21. That
Nice.
hot 13 off the die.
Nice.
How about Nalova?
Ready.
Nalova rolled a 12 for a 27.
All right. And how about Brudgegrug?
That is a total of 25.
Okay, Dag.
22.
And finally, Edric.
14.
We got some pretty good rolls there. Unfortunately, the Suckerborg has outrolled all of you. So let's see. What the Suckerborg is going to do is he's going to just quickly press a couple buttons on a little panel on his arm, and then suddenly he is surrounded by like a glowing field of energy that it seems like that could be pertinent. And then he is holding in his hand that has like a sword like built into his glove. In that hand, he has a little grenade which he will pop the pin on and throw it right into the middle of the party here. I need fortitude saves from everybody.
Fortitude.
No.
Okay. Erg.
Wow.
Going in initiative order, Nalova, what'd you get?
I rolled a 15 for 25.
You're fine as the bright flash of light emits out of this.
All right.
How about Brudgegrug?
Natural 2 for a 12.
Ugh.
You are dazzled for 2 rounds.
Gross.
Ooh.
How about Dagon?
25.
You're good. No dazzle for you. Lim Richard?
That's a 22 for old Lim Richard.
You are also good. And Edric?
I got a nat 20, so 33.
Nice.
You're not dazzled either. Only one dazzled person. Then he's going to spend his third action to look over at Edric, who is closest to him, and he's going to kind of scan the metadata on Edric and roll just a little lore check against your DC by level. He will get that. It sort of seems like he has exploited some vulnerability in you. So we might have more than one person who can do that in this particular battle, but his turn is over for the time being.
Uh-oh.
Will take us to Ross.
All right, I guess I'll go on ahead and start. Going to declare this guy as the target of my hunt prey. And instead of shooting him, I think I'm going to start by calling down, in the name of the moon, I will defeat you, as I shoot a moonbeam at him.
Oh, wow.
All right, let's go. Let's see here. Attack roll. That is a 19 for a 30.
Wow. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, I'm going to guess it's not actually a critical, though.
It is not.
That's all right. That's all right. Still going to hurt. And it does dazzle him for a round as well, which is nice. Dealing 18 points of fire damage.
Wow. That seems to go clear through that magical field around him and do a little damage to him, too.
Nice. All right, I've opened the way. Guess kind of creepy.
All right, Brudgegrug.
Okay. So this creature is concealed to me, but exploiting vulnerability isn't an effect. So I don't think that super matters. Does that sound right? 'Cause I'm not trying to target him with an effect or an attack. It's a creature. I'm just holding my implement and a creature you can see. I can see him.
Yeah, he's
just
still
concealed to me.
observed.
So, sounds good to me. Here comes an esoteric lore check against his DC by level. Womp womp.
Yeah, that is not enough. That is a fail.
Yeah. Yeah, I suspected as much with the womp womp. And then I will stride up to this creature, quick draw my sword, and take a swing at him. I do still get his personal antithesis, so I'll get +4 on my damage should I pass the flat check and also hit. I've given myself the dazzled condition, so Foundry should automatically take care of that. And let's see. Should roll 2 dice. It didn't. So that'd only be a 22. I'll roll the flat check if that would hit.
22 does not hit.
Okay, then I'll not worry about the flat check. I'll do it manually next time. Well, bummer of a turn, gang.
All right, Dagon, you're up. You've got a rock in a bag. It is suspiciously light, and you can see on the table where the rock used to be, there is a flashlight pointing up through it, which appeared to be shining the light through a semi-translucent rock.
Oh, it didn't magically glow. Yeah, I mean, he kind of looks back, sees the flashlight, disappointed, and then looks back and hoping that Edric is cool with it, is going to cast Enlarge on Edric.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so cool with that.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
He extends his hand, and some vaporous sort of mist flavor comes out and envelops you, and you grow to size large, and you'll have 5 feet more of reach, and you'll do +2. Is it damage? Yeah, +2 status bonus to melee damage.
Amazing. Oh, I like you, Dagon.
Oh, thank you. And then I would also, I share a language, even if I don't speak it well. Is he a robot? You can't intimidate him?
He does appear to be a robot.
Oh, okay. Dang it.
I think you can still intimidate robots. Let me just
Yeah, I
look.
guess.
It's about whether it's immune to mental and fear,
Yeah, they are.
or if it's mindless. I don't think it's mindless though.
Yeah, it's not mindless, and it doesn't have the feat. Yeah, well, it says motion effects still work on them, so I think you can still intimidate him.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, then I would like to attempt to do so. And that is a 23.
He does not appear to be intimidated.
Oh, dang it. Okay. All right, well, that's all 3 of my turns. My Jeremiah, my bullfrog, does have independent, and so it will use its 1 action to move, that would take a leap to go across this C-shaped thing. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so he moves up. Yeah, the frog comes and moves up next to Edric, and you see it's doing its best to do a battle stance. It puts its arms down, rubber.
We got this, Jeremiah.
It has a very similar voice to Dagon. And that's my turn.
All right, Lim Richard.
Then Richard is going to take 2 actions to cast haste, hasting everybody within 30 feet of him. So y'all are hasted. That's 2 of my actions. My remaining action. There once was a bold sucker who Bixby would have called a mucker. You all are fast, so go kick his ass and beat this mother. Well, anyway, this is extreme. So,
This mother trucker.
Oh, no.
and that is Lim Richards' turn.
Hate being that guy. Unless you can heighten up to 7th at 5th level, haste just targets a single creature.
Then I'm gonna haste Big Friend.
Yeah, that works.
Bigman.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just pumping Edric up. That's awesome.
Yep.
Enlarged and
Fighter.
hasted. Let's go.
This is gonna get.
We're a very meta party. We understand this is a game and how it works.
Jeff, you can always be that guy. Please be that guy for me. Always.
All right.
But you
it's-
did inspire us too, right?
Yes, you are inspired.
You're inspired, and yeah, Edric, you're up. You're inspired. You're big, and you're fast.
It feels like $1 million right
This
now.
is the problem. I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah, Edric uses his quickened action to get here. And would it be reasonable to say that coming into the tent that I would have my guy's arm out?
Probably. I mean, y'all were talking about smoking if you got him, so I think you were considering this the potentially
The time.
dangerous situation.
Yeah. Then for his second and third actions, I'm gonna vicious swing on him,
Yeah.
and let's see if we can make it hurt.
As part of vicious swing, is that considered a strike?
It is. Well, it's
Uh,
a strike is a subsequent action of it, but yes.
Okay. Well, when you make your first strike, can you first make me a will save?
Oh yeah, absolutely. 15.
Take my hero point, please.
That's up to Sam.
Sam, come on. We believe in
Our
socialism on this
hero
podcast.
points
Our
transferable.
hero points, comrade.
I mean, on our regular show, we do definitely allow the transferring of sky medals. So I think I'll be consistent, and I'll allow you to pass over this hero point.
You are a
Sweet.
kind God.
You are
Actually,
kind of
hey, actually,
Oh.
keep yours because I have 2. You take one of mine.
Oh,
There you go. Well, I get a 29 instead. I rolled very well on the comeback.
nice.
Well, despite the fact that the Suckerborg is ringing a bell while you try to hit him, it doesn't seem to do anything. It's just,
Very
it's just ringing a
focused.
bell in your face.
Then we're gonna go ahead and make that strike. Oh gosh, 19 to hit.
19's not going to do it.
It's unfortunate. But with a third action, they will attempt to trip the Suckerborg with a big map penalty. 18 against Fortitude DC.
That will not hit his Fortitude DC. It doesn't critically fail, so you don't fall down. But
That's
it's
nice.
still up.
That's my turn then.
All right. Well, the big-headed Suckerborg is up. He does know if you have any specific weaknesses, as he rolled to exploit your vulnerability before, Edric. Do you have any weaknesses to tell him about?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kittens.
No.
Edric just melts for kittens.
No.
Well, I think that let's see. Where are my? I think he is going to start by just doing an intimidation on Edric before he tries to hit him. He's just going to say, "You have attempted to harm me. You have attempted to come into my place of business, but you are a mark for the Suckerborg, as everyone else is."
Wait, are you
Wait, this
saying
whole-
that plops that Garrett was talking about is true?
This whole thing was just that was the whole joke that this whole thing was. 27 on the intimidation check to frighten Edric.
Yeah, definitely a success, not a critical success.
All right. Then he's going to stab you.
Does the sword meow as it cuts my flesh?
It's weird. Like only you see it, but it looks like it's a kitten biting you.
Oh.
Fluffy, no!
That is a 25.
25 hits.
Ugh. Not the murder mittens.
All right, I got to do math on this one.
No.
That is 22 slashing damage from his Stabberino. And
including the weakness?
Yes, including the weakness, because you don't have like a weakness specific to some type of thingy. And he's going to stab the thaumaturge next to him as well because he doesn't like being flanked. That is a 27 to stab.
Yikes.
Thank
Yeah.
you, kitten.
I'm stabbed.
Hi, kid.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Better roll, but less damages. That is 19 damage.
If it's has it been less than a minute? Do I still have those temp H pizzles? Do you think?
I guess you
chugged
basically
potions and walked in.
got right into it, like basically right after you walked in. So I guess you still have your temp HP.
Woo!
Nice.
Thank you, Dagon. You said it was 19.
Yeah. All
Awesome.
right, the Suckerborg is finished. That was 3 actions. Sailor Moon is up next.
Unfortunately, I'm all out of moon tiaras, so I just had the 1 point.
I love sailors. They're delicious.
That's, you're really unnerving sometimes, you know that? Please don't eat me. I don't have very many vitamins or nutrients. Let's see here. From there we go. Let's see here. So, from what I remember, Edric took a pretty decent hit. I don't know how you're looking, but
It wasn't roughly a quarter of my HP, so I'm still doing okay.
okay. So at the moment, you're not in dire need, basically.
No, not by any means.
Okay. So I'm still inspired. I guess what I'm gonna do then is let's see here. I do use a longbow, which means I probably need to step back some. So I'll use an action to stride back. And now that he is further away, I will use Hunted Shot. Let's go. Attack the first is a 27.
A 27 will hit.
And attack the second, only a 17. I don't think that's going to do it.
Nope, just the one.
Alrighty, that's okay. So, technically, alright.
Oh no!
Ouch.
1 damage, so that's
That-
only 4.
What kind of damage is that?
It is piercing damage.
Okay, because you're using piercing damage, I would like to use a reaction spell called Brine Dragon Bile.
Oh,
So I spit a glob of caustic salt water that stings the wounds of the creatures. I've got to make a ranged spell attack against the creature's AC. On a hit, salt scours its open wound, dealing 2d6 persistent acid damage.
oh, nice.
What a
That's
spell.
amazing. Can you post that?
Yeah,
That is super
of course
cool.
I can. That was one of, there's like 2 or 3 spells. I was like, I don't care what happens. I'm getting these off before the end of the night. Okay, but I've got to make a spell attack roll. What is your bonus to that?
It's just the.
It's whatever your ranged attack is.
Well, what's your
Well,
spell DC?
21?
So it would be an 11.
Yeah.
A plus 11?
Yes.
Plus 11.
Okay. That's a natural 1. I have 1 hero point remaining that I will cash in right now, so that
Boom.
this amazing spell doesn't, or has the potential to not leave me sad this evening. Okay, 16 on the die,
Nice.
27.
Okay, there we go.
27 hits.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So then, how much was that? That's the wrong spell. Right. I keep clicking on Briny Bolt because Brine is in the name. Okay, 2d6 persistent acid damage. So that means that'll trigger at the end of his turn.
Okay, so on his turn, he takes 2d6 acid and. Alright. Cool
Which is
beans.
persistent, so you'll roll to overcome
Yeah,
it every
flat
time,
check.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you take the
flat-
damage first, and then you make the flat check.
Yes.
Right. All
What does
right.
this mean?
And all right, that was awesome.
And he sees your damage doesn't quite go through. It's like, I got you.
Right, thanks. And from there, I'll go in with my last action, cast shield on myself, because yeah, I don't think he's gonna come after me, but it's something to do.
He's gonna run through everybody else and come after you.
Oh man.
Please do.
Yeah.
It worked so well for me last time.
Right?
All right, Bridgegrug.
All right. Bredgrug is going to declare his duelist challenge against this Suckerborg for his first action, and then we'll make that flat check and see if I can't land a hit. It's my last round of Dazzled. I wish that was my strike, but 15 means I can at least get through the concealment. 24 against his off-guardedness.
With the off guard, that will hit.
Nice. There we go.
Heck yeah.
Awesome. And then here is my challenge bonus included. Yeah, kind of middling. 20 damage total.
A nice chunk.
Thank you. And then he's difficult to hit, so we are going to bristle for the third action. And that will do it for Bredgrug. My Dazzle will now fall off.
All right. Dagon, you just brine globbed all the wounds.
Yep. He feels the brine flowing in his veins. I would like to then cast slow on this Joker. And so I need a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Yep.
All right.
Very nice.
Yep.
Let's see. That is a really good roll. How's a 33 sound?
That's a critical success. So nothing happens.
That is unfortunate.
That's
This
a big
is one of
swing.
this is my first time playing a prepared caster, and now I understand the pain.
Especially on the Saber Sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but that was 2 actions. And so I've already tried to intimidate him. I don't really know what to do with a third action. I will use my third action to give my oh no, my focus spells are probably 1 action. That's what it is. Dang it. I set him up too far away. I have an ability that triggers with a 10-foot range, but my friend is 15 feet away. So I will use my action to move, and then he'll get one, or Jeremiah will get 1 free action because he's independent. So I'm gonna move like over here with the bag, get closer to the door with the bag in case things out, and then just use Jeremiah's 1 action to like guarded step 5 feet closer.
All right.
I'm setting stuff up. I'm not being an idiot, I promise.
That'll take us to Richard.
Okay, you keep doing this to me. There once was a boat that we all got together and fought. I'm sure you'll die soon. Can't you hit him with the moon? Alright now, go take your shot. So that's inspiration again.
I'm so
We're
proud of you
struggling.
for getting through this many of these. Look,
Yeah.
I know it's a
It's
struggle,
impressive.
but you're getting the job done. You know.
Mhm.
Rolling
Yeah,
into
good.
hour 13 of the stream, and you're still busting out limericks.
It's what carries me at this point. Why not? Let's wait, Jeff, I know nothing about a sword thaumaturge. Would you benefit from being a speedy slicey boy?
I mean, who wouldn't? You know.
Speedy, slicey boy, you say. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I'm not as effective as the already speedy one.
I mean, I have another spell slot. It's either haste or make waste with slow, most likely because it'll beat my DC. So I'm gonna just haste you. That is going to be my remaining 2 actions. You're a
thank
speedy pokey boy.
All right, we got double speedy slicey boys. And one of the double speedy slicey boys who is also big. It's your turn.
It's yeah.
Slicey biggie boy.
So I wanted to wait until my turn to bring this up. Apparently, I don't play fighters very often, but bravery means anytime I would gain the frightened condition, I reduce its value by 1, so I would not be frightened at all.
That's mean.
So I'm going to drop that off.
When you're that big, you should be fearless in combat.
Right.
Fighters seem like jerks.
Fighters kind of are jerks.
She's like, nah, bro, I'm good, actually. Nah.
Right.
Nah.
I am going to. We're gonna go for another vicious swing on this.
Vicious swing. Vicious
Whoa.
swing.
Wait, he's been demoralized. I could still demoralize without, because somebody else demoralized. That doesn't mean that I can't demoralize him. If I recall
Right.
correctly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one.
he's
Yeah, it's
only
on a
immune to the
person
one.
by person basis.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot for a demoralize first. 18.
No, he's still got his morals.
Okay.
Does he though?
Such
Does
as
he?
they are.
Oh, I'm so glad that was my attack roll. 34 on the vicious swing.
Ow.
Yeah, with the off guard, that is a crit, but he does ring the bell while you're slashing at him again. He has his
So will
reaction
save?
back. So yeah, we'll save first.
All right. 28.
All right, you're fine. But
Nice.
he does also have the he gets a flat check to potentially negate your crit thanks to
Oh,
his
dang.
Starfinder gear. He needs a
Jeez.
natural 20 on it because it's only tactical. I did just roll a natural 20.
That was lie in front of
It
our
feels
guests.
a little wasted, but his tactical force field has rendered the crit as a regular hit.
Dang. Okay. Well, that's all right. Still vicious swing damage here, and I get the enlarge extra damage. So
Yeah, he's
22.
gonna die soon anyways. All right, 22 damage, pretty solid.
Nice.
and then we're going to, on the last one here, just do a regular attack, kind of swinging for the fences.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I get to do that 2 more times, so I'm going to do that 2 more times. 19, 29. It's not 29. It should be 19.
19 does not do it.
Okay. Then last attempt. Yeah, definitely not with an 11. That's my turn.
All right, which brings us to the top of round 3 and back around to the Suckerborg, who has been taking a licking. He is, for the time being at least, still ticking. So he is going to take a step out of the flank. Why won't it let me move him? Because I'm on the wrong tool. All right, he takes a 5-foot step out of the flank. He's going to take an interact action to draw another grenade. And he's just going to toss... what is the blast radius on this? He would know what the blast radius was. Oh, it's only a 5-foot burst. He's going to just chuck a grenade right in the middle here for Jeremiah, Rujagrog, and Edric to make...
Awesome. I'm gonna hit him because he's throwing a grenade.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get far enough away from you. Unfortunately,
Does that
with
have
the
the
5 foot
manipulate
step.
action?
21 probably won't do it though.
It is a
You know what? You want to have one of my hero points?
We might as well use them.
Yeah,
If you-
exactly.
That,
Go for
if
it.
you-
Take
if
it.
you want to do it, all right.
Have my hero
do it again.
points.
We'll do it again. 28 this time.
28 does hit.
There we go. I don't interrupt the
Boom.
action with a crit, but another 17 damage.
All right, he's
Slice.
Thank you
starting to
very
get
much.
quite
Thank you.
hurt.
You're welcome.
You said that was a manipulate? To
It's
draw
manipulate
the-
to interact, isn't it? To draw it.
Because I've got my implements interruption, which is
All right.
not quite. The ranged attacks don't trigger it, but otherwise it's a reactive strike.
All right,
Nice.
messed up.
Oh.
Oh,
Quick,
3 on the
quick,
dice.
somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
other.
All right.
I want to prod. We've already got Newt in here trying to get them to throw a bone golem against us.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Only I had a bone golem wrapped. I do need a reflex save against the fiery explosion from Edric, Jeremiah, and Brojugrug.
Oh wait, what kind of save? I'm sorry. I was reading
reflex.
spells. Okay. Oh, I realize this is my pet. I don't actually know what the difference is. Okay. 24.
24 is a regular pass.
Okay.
How about Edric?
28.
Also a regular pass. No, actually, yeah, a regular pass. And Brojugrug.
Also a 24.
Alright, so everybody passes. You will be taking half of 4 fire damage. So 2 fire damage to each of you. That was super worth it, is what I'm saying. Grenades definitely fixed from first edition. Totally worth it this now.
Totally worth it.
Good.
Oh, and now he has to take 2d6 persistent acid damage, I believe.
Mm.
Oh,
If you want to roll that for me, Heath.
Oh yeah, cool.
The acid, it burns.
8.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I rolled 2 4s.
Alright, and I will roll my flat check to get rid of that. 15 on the dot.
That does it.
Yep, that'll get over it.
Not that it matters, because he's looking rough. He's looking real rough. And we are on
Good.
to our cleric.
All right. Nilova is going to use her first action to advance. Right over here. And let's go ahead and begin some spell casting. As I do have a rather big spell at the moment. Let's cast some noise blast. Let's make some noise. So,
Let's go.
all right, I'll place the burst there so that our good friend is the only one in the radius. And he needs to make a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Bring out the air horn sound cue.
I think I might still have that on my phone.
No way.
How does
That
a
wouldn't surprise me at all.
does a 16 sound on that fortitude save?
Oh!
I think that's my
All right,
first
that
bad
is-
fort save or bad save of the night.
That is a failure. Takes full damage, and our friend here, the sucker board, will be deafened for a round.
I don't like it.
Nice. And that, nice. And that is 24 points of sonic damage.
Goodness.
Well, I think
Sonic damage.
his ears explode,
Oh god.
leaving just 2 wisps of smoke coming out the sides of his head as the sucker board collapses into a pile of spare robot parts. And those creepy, unblinking eyes still just fixed, staring at nothing. But he is dead. You have defeated the Suckerborg.
Please don't take my eyes. I said it once.
We'll take his eyes.
Yeah, the eyes of it!
Actually, replacing eyes is really super easy these days. You just go to a magic shop, they get a prosthetic made, connects right up to your brain waves and all whatever's. The guy tried explaining to me, I kind of blanked out a bit, but it was really nice. I forget it's there.
Dagon is gonna
go getting your eyes taken out.
Dagon is gonna go try and start prying his eyes out.
Well, I know in first edition that would be a survival check to claim a trophy. I don't know if they've brought that macabre.
I can roll survival.
Sure, go for it.
Natural 20 on survival. My only one of the evening.
And how appropriate it is. Dagon has a brand new shiny pair of eyeballs to bring home with him.
Yay!
I shall be favored by the Leviathan Lord.
He likes eyeballs, does he?
Any kind of gross or terrifying things, mostly, yeah.
Oh, alright. Seems like an alright guy.
He's inconceivable.
We should probably use this body into the void!
That may not be a bad idea, I guess.
But we can do it respectfully if one of you has morals. Just
No, not at all.
good. Just
You know, I'm alright, I guess.
unceremoniously rolls him in.
I
Dumping him.
just want to say this because it's something I wanted to get off all night and I didn't. Dagon positions his familiar near enough the body and the body near enough the edge, and then uses a hex called Life Boost to give Edric fast healing 6, but that triggers my familiar's ability to blast someone 5 feet in any direction, and so the toad Jeremiah blasts him into the pit with a wave of water from his outstretched mouth, obviously.
Oh, that'll do. Yeah.
I know
Yeah, I
I
think
shouldn't
that's
show off, but it's pretty cool.
I think that's about as unceremonious as it gets right there.
Oh,
Getting water
didn't
blasted
leave
into a pit
body.
by a frog.
I never understood a word he said, but he blasted people just fine. I actually don't know. I think that's the lyrics of the song. Please, if someone is older than I am, tell me. Three Dog Night. Good job, Jeremiah. All right, let's get out of here.
Let's put the
Yes,
stone
I
door.
think that's enough brain potatoes for one day.
I
Still weird we didn't see any potatoes.
potatoes.
Mm.
Yeah, there were
Yes,
no
I think.
noticeable brain potatoes.
Well, I
We did
think
get some bystanders killed, though. It's like a
I was
positive.
really trying not to think about that.
Oh, I was just focusing on my, up notes. Anyway.
Well,
Well, I
I
guess-
appreciate the attempt.
I guess we take this not actually shiny rock back to Garrett and then tell him that the plops he was talking about with the crazy alien invasion might actually be real and it's just robots. Robot aliens? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Regigrug will grab the flashlight then, so we can show Garrett. Otherwise, he won't believe us.
That's a good
Makes
point.
sense.
He's a very evidence-based guy.
And this was a magic rock. Magic!
Empirical Garrett.
Unfortunately, by grabbing a piece of technology, you've made yourself a target for the Technic League, so they
Yeah, it's fine.
swooped in.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, man. Just robots. Robots are boring. Everything's freaking robots here.
We are in Numeria. It makes sense. There was a lot of robot dinosaurs, too.
I guess that's like big robots. That's kind of cool, but like, you open up your window and you throw out like a mug and it'll hit a robot.
It's true, and you're the one who sent us to the museum. So I think we can all agree that museums are boring and do nothing for children. That's what we should take away today.
Nope. Don't go to museums, kids.
Be sure to not engage with your learning, children.
As if there's one moral we want you to take away from this tonight, kids, it's that to stay away from museums.
That was about 13-hour stream.
And honestly, drop out of school if you can. It's not worth it.
It's true. If we can just impart the danger of libraries, museums, and just organized education in general in you.
As a librarian, I resent that. But as in light of our current situation, maybe that's true.
Well, at least if there's a dinosaur exhibit. Maybe just be wary of dinosaur exhibits.
True.
So does
Yeah,
this mean
now I want to go to the museum because maybe the dinosaurs will come to life. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have magical powers, so I don't want that.
Good point.
Yeah.
So does this mean that you don't need the oily purple stone that I could use to turn into my Leviathan Overlord deity?
Well, you can keep the freaking stone. It's not even cool.
It's very cool, and the Leviathan will show you.
I don't think the Leviathan's cool.
Oh! He storms off
Just
with the
blue
stone
Dagon
and the
vibe.
eyeballs in hand, you know?
I'm gonna go make sure he doesn't go eat any children. Have a good day, Garrett.
You can tell him I was just speaking out of her. The Leviathan's very cool.
I'll let him know.
This was a paranoid gnome who never went too far from home. Puts his hands on both of his shoulders, maintaining eye contact. He kept his thoughts in with a hat made of foil tin. And it stopped him from using a comb. He messes with his hair and runs out. So it's the end of this character, gang.
Well, it was good working with you. I guess if I'm ever back again, good luck.
And Bredgegrug would just look at him and say, "Of course, there's never anything with potatoes." And he would walk out, and then maybe Garrett would see Bredgegrug's name and flip it around backwards and realize it was Gurgajerb the whole time.
No.
Dun dun dun.
Wong.
Mind blown.
Just out of curiosity, how far away is Numeria from the closest ocean?
It's kind of far.
He's like, Ocean Typhoon
No-
is near us, right?
no
Like, we live
reason.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big map or a big lake near it.
Yeah.
The Lake of Mists and Veils isn't far.
Yeah.
That's almost certainly not where Dagon is from. So I'm just imagining he has to spend like 3 months getting back to an ocean.
He just has to walk and walk.
I think it's more like a sad, like 10 feet per minute, like mud skipper style move, or like a catfish. It can't
He
be
has
like
to
a
flop
smooth
the whole way?
angulation. Yeah.
Oh, it's
3
really,
months.
really far. Like 1,000 miles far.
It's a really long ways away.
That just adds to the mystery of how Dagon even got here in the first place.
Even get here.
It may be difficult to find a farther place from any oceans than Numeria in Galarian.
He was the alien the whole time.
Well, thank you all for joining us, our guests. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you for everybody who came out and watched the stream and supported Extra Life and just donated a huge amount of money to charity. We really appreciate that a lot. It's obviously it's pretty personal for me right now. But this was awesome. This was a lot of fun. Thank you to Jero for being on here for infinity hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jero.
Woo!
May have fallen asleep at their computer.
Yeah. 13.
Tyler, did you bring a whole tiki drink? What was that? I just sat down at the same time that you sat down, and it looked like there was a whole drink affair. Was that like a pitcher of tea?
Wow.
Or Chemex.
Impressive.
Oh, yeah, wow, that's delightful.
You're muted if you're describing it.
Yep, you're on mute, Tyler.
I muted the entire time.
I mean, still, it's a tea infuser that has a cute leaf that you can use to. I mean, you are the master of pantomime, and I am just merely putting to words what you were.
Well, and it's a pour over coffee maker, so it's like one of those cone things, and this tea infuser just fits so perfectly into it. When you pour water into the top of it, it filters through just like the coffee does. Happy accident, but I absolutely love it.
It's cute. It looked like it was almost like an unhinged tiki drink with like tons of garnishes around it, which would have also been appropriate for this.
Oh yeah, got to get the caffeine to get through the rest of the night.
Yes.
Mm.
Whew. Got more historical artifacts to beat up in front of children.
Yeah, let's go.
Take that, impressionable children.
Take that.
Fools.
Well, some of the displays deserve it.
I mean, it's true. We've already destroyed one of those displays.
One display, 2 dinosaurs. What's a little bit more?
Oh, man.
Okay.
It's like, but that was my favorite dinosaur.